guys, today we're in Shinjuku station. So in the last video, I introduced Touristy arcade and also the local arcade. That comparison seems like many people like it, so today I decided to make Shinjuku version. So in this video, I will introduce the Touristy street in Shinjuku and also the local street of Shinjuku too. So hope this comparison interesting for you too, and I hope this video will help for your next Japan trip as well. By the way, speaking of the town's situation, upon holiday, which is one of the biggest summer holiday, is just finished. So there are fewer people on the street, however, still it's in the summer break, so there are so many people. Speaking of today's temperature, it's 35 degrees, wind is 5 meters per second, 53% humidity. Sunset time is 6:25. We are at Shinjuku East exit, and firstly, we are heading to one of the most popular Shinjuku touristic spot, Kabukicho. Cat TV. So if you are heading to Shinjuku Kabukicho, you can just keep straight under this cat display, and you will already find the entrance of Kabukicho. Yep, it's already there. So before entering to the Shinjuku Kabukicho, let me answer this important question. Is it safe to travel to Kabukicho, even the family travelers? Recently, there is a news that on mid of August, there are two young men suddenly attacked by a group of strangers, about 10 people, and sustained injury their face and the mouth. They were taken to the hospital for the treatment. Security of Kabukicho area. Compared to previous time, it becomes much stricter, and there are so many camps on the street as well. However, unfortunately, still this kind of news continues. The most scary part of this news is that they were suddenly attacked by a group of strangers. Yeah, it could happen to everyone, right? So let me explain about that news. Nowadays, Shinjuku Kabukicho becomes the really popular touristic spot. But originally, this street were popular for the night spot. So even now, still, there are so many drinking places, nightclub, and also the red light spot. If you walk in middle of the Kabukicho, always there is an announcement that please be careful for the tout. Yep, even now there is an announcement. It's in Japanese and also English.
There are locked touts in establishments that overcharge customers.
In the previous video, I explained about this situation and used the word of tout, but it seems like tout is not the popular word in English much, so let me explain. So the tout is a person who aggressively tries to persuade people on the street to enter a shop, bar, or club. In Japanese, called kyakuhiki. Basically, there are so many people on the street, they are trying to find the customer and then trying to bring it to their shops, bar, and also the restaurants. And usually, the places it's ripped off. Yeah, they overcharge price in Japanese called botakuri, and eventually you have to pay super expensive fee for the restaurants. Well, unfortunately, it is a gray zone between illegal and legal. So the police it's really hard to catch them and try to mediate it. So that's why there are so many caution over here, especially the Kabukicho is really popular for that. So do not follow the tout. This is really important in this area. If you are looking for the restaurant, try to find it on the Google map or something, but try not to follow the people on the street. Yes, it's very dangerous. So please keep in your mind if you are visiting Kabukicho, especially in the night time. Even this street, there will be many touts too. So now we are at the center of Kabukicho. Speaking of the safeness of Kabukicho, basically from this Hotel Gracefully, if you go to the west side of area, compared to the east side, usually it's much safer. So even the family travelers, it should be fine. However, if you go to the east side of Kabukicho, it becomes more complicated and it becomes more red light spot. So probably you want to avoid those areas if you are coming by the family. Speaking of the instance that the young men were attacked by the stranger, Unfortunately, it happened in the west side of Shinjuku area, around Toyoko, that area. Used to be this is the Toyoko area. However, after they placed the event and they blocked the street, everyone moves to the side of the street. Yeah, this Toyoko area, it became a big social problem in Japan. And that's why government tried to move them out from here. But unfortunately, they are moving from here, but they just moved to the street next to it. So still, these Kabukicho areas are not that good atmosphere much now. But only speaking of the street of Toyoko from Kabukicho to this Gracely Hotel, yeah, it becomes much safer. However, street next to it doesn't change at all. So let me back the topic to the news that the two young men were attacked by the stranger, about 10 people. Well, it says a stranger. However, I assume that it become kind of like, that the conflicts of that group, because there are so many street kids and street people over there. So probably that incident is because of that. So if the traveler walking around here, most likely they are not care about you because there are so many travelers. Yeah, so as long as if you are walking this west side of Kabukicho area and do not follow the crowd, then yeah, most likely it's pretty safe. There is a nice Starbucks and also Kabukicho Tower 2. So if you visit Shinjuku, definitely I recommend you to visit Kabukicho area too. This is one of the most popular touristy spots in Shinjuku. So let me introduce inside a little bit. Usually there are many people sitting down over there and enjoying the Starbucks drink. But today, since it's super hot, so not that many people, huh? Obon holiday is just over, so probably not that many people inside though. However, during the weekend night, there are so many events they are having over here. So it's pretty fun to visit. In the second floor, there is an amusement center too. To be honest, it's not the Japanese style, it's more like, foreigner style, Japanese style. However, there are so many different kinds of gachapon inside, and also claw machine games, plus some VR games too. We can see the show from here. There is a drinking bar as well. It is very entertaining spot for Japanese and also foreign travelers. Nika! Also Naruto! There is a photo sticker machine plus something entertainment as well. So nice spot. So drinking and playing claw machine plus arcade game. Yep. That's one of the most entertaining spot in Shinjuku. Usually it's pretty hard to get one. Let me try. The good point of here, we can pay it by the train IC card, also ID, which is the credit card one. So let me try. Okay, yep, seems like it's working. So let me try this simple one, the monster board. This must be easy. Let me try. So I guess this is perfect. How is it? Oh, I think it's perfect. No. Well, usually their arm is weaker so that we can hold it up, but here they're pushing it so that even we couldn't catch it. So it seems like it's pretty hard. But it is very entertaining, Dad. This place is super advanced. So in here, if you want to play the gachapon, you can pay it with the train IC card too. So if you arrive to Japan, don't forget to make the train IC card. It is very convenient there. You can use it for the vending machine and even for the gachapon too. So now they have a bigger gachapon. Interesting. They have a Minecraft and also Pokemon. Sweet. So I guess this is the one. They also sell the Corona beer. Price is 680 Japanese yen. Thinking about amusement place? Yeah, not bad at all, huh? It's always a fun spot to visit. And next to this Kabukicho Tower, it becomes a little bit of a local spot. Usually, inside the Kabukicho, the price becomes price for the tourist. However, by side of this Kabukicho area, there are many good and cheap local chain restaurants. So many locals use this restaurant street. For example, this Hidakaya restaurant, they have a tenshinhan, 600 Japanese yen, and also miso ramen, 610 Japanese yen. Gyoza dumpling, 3 pieces for 160 Japanese yen, and this classic style ramen only costs 420 Japanese yen. It's a popular chain restaurant. Also, they have the British pub at the chain drinking bar. They always have the happy hour on the weekday. They have a good deal. Less than 500 Japanese yen, you can enjoy the alcohol beverage. It's a good deal. Also, Shinpachi Shokudo, one of my most favorite restaurants. If you like Japanese fish style teishoku, I recommend this restaurant. Salmon teishoku only costs 1,188 Japanese yen. Thinking about the quality and the price, it's pretty good. If you don't care about the quality, you might find a cheaper price, but thinking about the price and the quality, yeah, the Shinpachi Shokudo, it's pretty good. Also, Gyukatsu Izakaya drinking bar, also McDonald's. And now we are one with the popular Shinjuku picture spot, almost west part of Shinjuku. Even touristy spot in Kabukicho, if you just go one street away, there are the nice, good and cheap restaurant street. So hope that info will help. Now we are heading to the local spot. By the way, next to that picture spot, there is an entrance of Kabukicho Ichibangai. Many travelers like to take a photo over here. So just want to let you know. We walk a little bit and walking toward to the east part of Shinjuku. I think this is something new. Ryuga Godoku. Kabukicho t-shirts. And also, yeah, some stuff they have. Interesting. Just keep straight toward to east. There is one of my favorite donut store, Mr. Donuts. Oh, now it seems like they are having the collab with Disney. Also, they have something interesting as well. Why not? Let's eat here. Seems like it is a strawberry donut with the Minnie Mouse style. Looks pretty good. And also, they just warm it up. Inside, there is an egg. I also ordered the cafe latte too. So altogether, price was 925 Japanese yen. So let's eat. Sweet. Alright, so let me start with this Minnie Mouse. So in this donuts, there are 2 fruits. Itadakimasu. It is not as sweet as how it looks like. It's mechoshi. I love strawberry. Inside, it's like the pie shoe. This one also, the strawberry powder. It's not as sweet as how it looks like. Well, compared to donuts in the United States, usually the Japanese style donuts is not that sweet. So it is the same donuts, but it's a little bit different. So if you like the non-sweet stuff, probably you will like Japanese style donuts too. Even these donuts, which looks pretty sweet, not that too sweet, so hope you like it. Pretty good with coffee. Second. And this is something new over here. They usually sell the donuts, so it's my first time to see they are selling something different, not the donuts. Anyways, itadakimasu. Outside, it is the agepan, which is a deep fried bread, It's really crispy, and inside it's like the egg sandwich. Nice flavored egg, perfectly matches with deep fried bread. Outside a little bit salty, inside a little bit sweeter. The flavor of mayonnaise, loving it. I almost forget about the ear. Loving it. That was pretty good. Alright, so let's keep walking toward to the east part of Shinjuku. Now it's like 3 minutes walking from Mr. Donuts. We are at Hanazono Shrine. This is one of the popular travel spots in Shinjuku, but since it's a little bit far from Shinjuku Station, many tourists miss this spot. Today seems like there are many tourists over there though. Maybe by a school trip or something, huh? This Hanazono Shrine is a historic saint shrine in Shinjuku, the deity of prosperity and success in business. Since it's located right next to the Kabukicho area, many merchants come visit here to pray for their success. It dates back to the Edo period and is famous for seasonal festival and Torinoichi in November, where people pray for good fortune and a thriving business. When they're holding the festival, they usually have an event over here. There is a big torii gate at the entrance too. Many travelers ends walking here, but local spot entrance is just over there. Entrance of street, it's right next to Uniqlo. Here we go. So this is the Suehiro Dori Arcade. There are many drinking restaurants over here. Many local salarymen come over here for drinking. Compared to the touristy area, the price is a little bit cheaper, and also it has a nice local atmosphere too. There is a place for rakugo, which is a traditional Japanese comedy. Probably if you don't understand Japanese, you can't enjoy much, but maybe you can enjoy the atmosphere of the building. Local drinking bar continues. Now, not that many people, but when it becomes the night time, there are so many people coming over here. It's a nice local drinking street. Compared to the main part of Shinjuku, atmosphere is a little bit different. If you are planning to go into the Shinjuku Gyoen, just get out the street to the south after the first corner, turn left, and the Shinjuku Gyoen, one of the most popular parks in Tokyo, is just over there. Today we are not heading to the Shinjuku Gyoen, but it's a nice park though. If you are visiting Shinjuku Gyoen, you can stop by at that Suehiro Dori too. Now we are heading to the south exit of Shinjuku Station. We are heading back to the touristy spot now. Oh really? I didn't know that. There is a new Donquijote over here. They have a Donquijote all the way down. So this is the third one in Shinjuku, huh? Seems like it is not that big Donquijote over here. But I guess this is the least crowded place though, if you're visiting Donquijote. Seems like they have 4th floor inside. And also, they have the halal food over here too. Interesting. I guess targeting to the travelers, there are so many English translations too. They sell many different kinds of breads inside. And also, some of them becomes cheaper. 50% off. Only 75 Japanese yen for this Pokemon bread. Good deal, huh? And onigiri rice bowl becomes about 64 Japanese yen. Nice. The omurice only 215 Japanese yen, and also the curry rice 215 Japanese yen too. This oyakodon 247 Japanese yen as well. That's nice. Well, I didn't see the halal food inside, but maybe they have. Well, maybe still, this Don Quixote is not that popular, so there are not that many customers. Maybe that's the reason why there are many foods left and they are having the time sale. So if you want to save money, maybe you can come over here during the afternoon time and you can find a very good deal stuff. If you want to save money, yep, here you go. Since we are getting closer to Shinjuku station, there are more tourists on the street. It is very simple logic. If you get closer to the station, the ground price becomes more expensive and the food becomes more expensive too. Still, we have popular chain restaurants such as Otoya, Gindako Yokocho, also Ichiran, Torikizoku too. However, generally speaking, average price for the restaurant become more. There are many entertaining touristy restaurants too though. And another Don Quixote over here. I think this Don Quixote is the biggest one. Compared to Kabukicho's Don Quixote, still fewer people, however, it's very crowded now. But yeah, compared to Kabukicho, it's much better. So if I want to shop souvenir, probably I would come over to this Don Quixote. There is a game center Taito station over here. And the entrance of Shinjuku station, it's just over there. But we are heading to the south part. Whenever I came to Shinjuku and want to take a break, I always come to the south part of Shinjuku because compared to north part, it's much fewer people. By the way, if you are taking the express bus from Shinjuku, you will probably use the Busta Shinjuku, which is located over here. Now we are at the south part of Shinjuku. That below the building, which is one of the signature buildings in south part of Shinjuku, they are reconstructing and they are building something new. So this area will be totally changed in the future too. If you are heading to Busta Shinjuku, which is the express bus terminal, here is the entrance. It's in the fourth floor. This is the place. There are many coin lockers beside the bus terminal. However, it seems like pretty much all of them is occupied. Maybe because it's the summer vacation. Many students travel by the express bus. So if you have a big luggage and you need to use the coin locker, make sure to place it before you coming over here so that it's safer. Speaking of the price, for 6 hours 600 Japanese yen, and this big one for 6 hours 900 Japanese yen. Regular coin lockers usually charge for 24 hours. So compared to other coin lockers, it is more expensive too. And even though it's more expensive, all of the coin lockers are occupied. It's shogunai though. There is a small souvenir shop and also konbini. Inside the bus terminal, it is cozy and a nice space. Well, if you don't know about the cost, most of the places, because of the Shinkansen, the train is much easier. However, some places, such as Yamanashi Prefecture's Mount Fuji area, Kawaguchiko area, Fuji-Q Highland, those places, if you are visiting there, the express bus is much convenient and the price is cheaper too. So probably if you are planning to visiting the Mount Fuji area, you will use that the Shinjuku bus terminal or maybe some other places bus terminal too. And now we are at Penguin Square. This is one of my favorite spot in Shinjuku, Penguin Square, located in new south entrance of JR. Even though summer break, which is the busiest season, still there are spaces. If you come visit on the weekday, during not the summer break season, usually we can find a nice seat too. In south part of Shinjuku, there is a Nitori, which is a nice furniture shop, Japanese version of IKEA. And if you love Chinese food, there is a Tim Ho-Wan, also Uniqlo, and the Takashimaya department store. Compared to north part of Shinjuku, the south part of Shinjuku, usually there are fewer people and that Takashimaya department store, they have one of the cleanest restroom. Well, so I'm always repeating whenever I pass this place, but if you care about the cleanest level of restroom, especially for the number 2, yeah, that Takashimaya restroom is the most recommended place. You know, I usually only give the public bathroom 1 or 1.5 stars, you know, at the most 2 stars, but that Takashimaya restroom, I give them 4 or 4.5 stars out of 5. Yep, they usually have a clean restroom over there. Also, if you use the upstairs bathroom, you can have the nice view of this Shinjuku town. Well, I'm not sure for you guys, but for me, it is a very important information. And because it's important information, you know, I'm repeating it. So, hope it helps. Here, they have vending machines. Oh, they have a Chocomona Jumbo. This is one of my favorite ice cream. If you never try, definitely I recommend it. And also, vending machine drinks. Do they have something interesting? Let me see. Ah, look at that. Interesting. Vanilla milk drink. Salt taste. Never heard it. Why not? Let's do it. Hope it's not that too sweet though. Okay. Interesting. Well, do I need to shake? I'm not sure, but I think since vanilla and the milk, I'd better shake it. Isn't it? Anyways. Let's kanpai. Oh, interesting. Well, I don't know if it's mecha oishii or not because, you know, it tastes pretty good. Sweet vanilla flavor with milk. Feels like eating vanilla ice cream, which is mecha oishii. However, feels a little bit weird because at the same time I feel like I'm drinking like melted vanilla ice cream, which doesn't feel that great, right? I don't know. Somehow I feel that eating that maybe not that healthy. Yeah, interesting. By the way, in the first floor, there are also coin lockers too. And this coin locker, they only charge it for 24 hours, so price is cheaper as well. And it seems like there are several availabilities too. So even if you realize at the last moment that you need to use the coin locker, yeah, maybe you don't have to use that expensive one. You can just come over to the downstairs and there is a coin lockers too, so yeah, travel tip. Now we are heading to west part of Shinjuku, which is one of the most local area. It's almost time of the sunset, so the sky becomes very beautiful. Because it became the rush hour time. There are so many people beside the Shinjuku station. Since we are here, let's go check out the construction progress. In the previous video, I explained about the huge construction plan for Shibuya Station. But also Shinjuku Station, there is a huge new construction plan too. One of them is in this west part of Shinjuku. They are building huge building over here too. Oh, now we can see more progress. Seems like they have finished that slope. This place used to be a bus terminal and only car could pass it. But now it's almost becoming a new street. So basically their plan is now the car and the humans are crossing each other. But this becomes a huge square of pedestrian walk. First, they need to make the way for the cars and after that for the pedestrians. And eventually it will finish in 2035. Yes, 2035. Still long way to go. However, yeah, they will spend 9 years for these constructions. That means it will totally look different. Probably if you are planning to coming back to Shinjuku in the future, Definitely you will surprise with this west part of Shinjuku area. Well, even though you can't come visit the Shinjuku area, don't worry about it. I will give you guys a situation update too, so please look forward to it. This building also, when they complete it, it becomes 260-meter, 48th floor building it will be. They will finish the construction in 2029. Well, I know it sounds like very far future, but when I talk about the Osaka Expo about 4 years ago, you feel like far future too, right? I felt like it will never come, but this year already we have visited Osaka Expo too. Well, even though you feel like it sounds like very far future, yeah. If you are the continuous viewer of mine, you know how the time flies. So hopefully we can check out that new building together in 2029 too. So let's keep working, and arigato for the continuous support watching my videos. Let's keep working. Oh, and I totally forgot. Hey guys, welcome back to Ryan's TV. I'm Ryan, sit down. Please don't forget to check my Instagram too. Alright, so let's keep working. Now we arrived to west part of Shinjuku, Yodobashi area. Yodobashi is a huge electric appliance store. In front of it, there are so many gashapons too. Even though there are so many new buildings, but this west part of Shinjuku's Yodobashi area street never changes. I'm not sure because of the construction law or something, but there are not that many tall buildings over here. Well, because of that, still, town's atmosphere doesn't change for decades. Since there are so many salarymen working in west part of Shinjuku, there are so many local restaurants too. At the same time, there are many tourist restaurants as well. It's a very fun city. So this mixed culture, it makes this west part of Shinjuku even better. There is a very clean new game center as well. Maybe we can try it again. Let's do it. Well, according to my professional claw machine knowledge, that Baymax over there, we can get it super easily. So let's do it. Yep, this one. You see, even this one doesn't hold it. We can just move it here. So let's do it. How is it? My professional knowledge. Ah! We got it! Yes, we got it. I'm not sure what I can use this for, but yeah, I'm happy. Let's keep claw machining. So cute! On the other side of the street too, drinking street continues. Speaking of this west side of Shinjuku, recently there are more travelers walking on the street. However, compared to the north part or east part, I consider the local Shinjuku street this side because there are so many local izakaya, local restaurants too. And even though there are so many tourists coming over there, they still hasn't changed the place. But yeah, if you enter to this super, good looking restaurant, touristy restaurant, of course there are touristic spots, but most of the places, still there are many local workers use that restaurant, and there are many good and cheap restaurants in west part of Shinjuku too. Now we are heading to the Tocho, Shinjuku Metropolitan Government. We usually check up the observatory, but today we are finally checking up the projection mapping. So it starts from 7:30. We still have 20 minutes, so let me grab cafe latte at Lawson. Or maybe something different. Let's see. Oh, they have a new product. Apple ginger ale. It sounds interesting. Why not? Let's do it. Oh, kanpai. Interesting. Well, it is totally weird. Well, somehow the very beginning of the flavor comes the apple, and after that, suddenly it became the ginger flavor. I don't know. Feels like that I'm drinking the medicine because of sweet and the ginger flavor. Huh. Interesting. Well, I don't think they can sell well in Japan this drink, but Interesting, and I always love trying new stuff. So loving it. Let's keep walking toward to the Tokyo Metropolitan government. By the way, Keio Plaza Hotel's entrance is over here. It's a nice hotel, and you can directly come over here from the Shinjuku station too by the underground street. It's a nice hotel. Very convenient place. Oh yeah, that's the building. So we are almost there. And we still have 13 minutes. Now we arrived to the building. For observatory, we need to go to the number 1 building. So we just need to follow the street. Oh wow. There is a long line for the observatory. If you are a regular viewer of mine, you know how the line looks like, huh? Today, I think it's because of the summer break. It's much longer. Yeah, because usually I start waiting in the line around over there in front of the gate. But today, even on the weekday, the line goes all the way down. However, when I check up the line, seems like there are not that many locals over there. So probably, during the Obon holiday season, it was even worse. Yeah. So because of that, compared to last week, it is much better today. And here we go. This is the area of the projection mapping, and it seems like there are already so many people waiting over here. Oh, sweet. Oh my goodness, they are so chilling. There are the tables too, but already it's all occupied. And it seems like everyone is enjoying it with lying. Alright, I found the space, so maybe we can lie over here. Sun atmosphere. It's like the fireworks night. My backpack becomes a nice pillow. And it's a great view. Sweet. Very interesting. Probably they don't understand the Japanese, so that most of the people didn't realize it's already over. And now the English announcement started, and gradually people are leaving. But it seems like many people are just staying over here and watching the another show too. Just wondering what we can get from there. I see. If you answer the questionnaire, you can have a small souvenir. That's nice. Alright, so just finished watching the projection mapping. It was a pretty nice show. Speaking of the quality of projection mapping, because the last time that I watched the projection mapping was at the Disneyland, the Cinderella Castle show. Compared to that, the quality is, unfortunately, you can't compare. Yeah. Unfortunately, no. The projection mapping at the Disneyland, it was much better quality. Oh wait, I think I watched at the Osaka Expo one too, and compared to that, yeah, still Osaka Expo was better. However, it is still very entertaining. Well, it is for free, so we can't compare. Maybe it is not the fair competition, so it's shogunai. Well, speaking of the atmosphere, I loved it. Because there are so many people from all over the world. Usually, the Japanese people care about lying on the ground. Some people care about the cleanness. But I think because there are so many travelers from foreign country, everyone is lying over there and enjoying and chilling. Well, that kind of relaxing atmosphere Well, I personally love it. It feels like that I came to a foreign country. Yep, definitely interesting place. Well, one thing you should be careful is that because it is a super relaxing atmosphere, everyone will relaxed. Well, because of this summertime, everyone sweat and it's because crowded. The new customer came to next to me and they took off the shoes and my place becomes like summer. Yeah, the place smells like summer. Summer. You know what I mean? The interesting smell kind of conquered all over the places. So I moved to the different place. But except that, it was really interesting and nice atmosphere. So hope you can enjoy it too. But it's the summertime, so it's sugar like that. Anyways, so this video, hope you could see Touristy street and the local street in Shinjuku, and hope this video will help for your next Japan trip. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button. It will really encourage me to keep shooting videos. And a big thank you to all of my Patreons. If you haven't, please don't forget to check my Patreon account too. And yeah, I cut my hair. Well, I feel like I cut a little bit shorter. But it's summertime, so it's okay. So how do you think? Do you like my previous hair or this shorter hair? Please let me know in the comment. Oh, and speaking of the Singapore trip, my original plan was planning very early of September. However, there is another big trip coming to early of September. So I decided to go to Singapore in end of September or very early of October. Well, I haven't decided the date yet, but when I book the ticket, definitely I will let you guys know. It is a quick update of the Singapore trip. And yes, I have a big announcement in the future. One of the biggest trip in Japan is coming, so please look forward to it. Oh, wait. Seems like already the next show has started. Yeah, every 30 minutes they are having the show for 15 minutes. So after the 15 minutes break, there is another show. Yes, one of the biggest trip in Japan is coming. I'm really excited too. Please look forward to it. Alright, so see you soon in the next video. Say no go. Have a great day. Bye bye.